Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about being back today. What you're going to hear from me today is freshman advice from a sophomore. Now you're probably wondering, what is a sophomore giving freshman advice for? Well, in my opinion, I am closer in age to a freshman than a senior is to a freshman. That I want to do this is because I feel that freshmen already have a hard time trying to come to a new school. It's high school. It's a lot to deal with. The parties, the new classes, the new teachers, harder education. That's why I want to do it, to help you and understand that it's not as hard as you think it is, because I've done it. And if I can do it, you can do it. The way that I want to start out is I want to tell you about my first day of ninth grade. On the first day, my mom dropped me off as usual, and I was so nervous. Like, I know I've been to that school already, but hey, I'm attending this school now, so I don't know where to go. Going into this will be my first tip in giving you on your first day of high school. Find your friends. I don't care. You can make friends later, but right now, find somebody you already know. I'm friends, and we were catching up and talking about what happened that summer or whatever, and then the scary part came. To find your class is about the hardest thing to do on your first day of high school, but going into this, step 2, stick with the group. Stick with a group. I am telling you, stick with a group, especially a group of freshmen. You're all going to that same class. You won't have nothing to be scared. Me and my group of friends, we were walking, and we all had Algebra 1 first thing that morning, so we were all confused, and that's the most comfortable part about it. Like, we're all lost, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, we're all totally lost. Like, OMG, it doesn't matter. This will be step 3. Ask an adult. Never, it's so funny, never ask a sophomore, a junior, or a senior for where to go for directions to your class. They will tell you the wrong information, I promise. So, as a testimony, quote unquote, to give you on ask an adult, we asked the sophomore, me and my friends, we asked the sophomore, where's Miss Iverson's class? Because we don't know where we're going, and he gave us the wrong directions. We were going this way. He told us Miss Iverson's class was going that way, and we listened to him. Next thing you know, we were late for class. Next thing you know, that day was gone. It's out the way. Like, I'm so glad this day is over with. And see, after school, I had band practice. And you know, you've always been so close to your bandmates. And I have nothing to be afraid of. Those steps that I just told you were mainly for the 8th graders that's going to the 9th grade next year on how to survive your first day. But now, I want to get in depth. I want to talk to you 9th graders that's already in the 9th grade. And you passed that already. But it's time for you to know this. I want to start with females. You have to be beautiful, and you have to be smart. Let's start with beautiful. You had these upperclassmen, especially the males, they see you beautiful, like, OMG, she's a freshman too, she's easy. No, honey. You tell them they can go bye-bye. That's the nicest way I know how to say it. Go bye-bye. Usually they'll say anything to get you feeling the same way that they want you to feel. They will say anything to get you there. Don't listen to them because they're lying, they're phonies. Don't listen to them because they know you're freshmen, they know you're easy. You're not easy. No, you're not. Correction. You're not easy. Alright? You're smart, and you're beautiful and intelligent. And you need to let them know that. The only way you're gonna let them know that is by telling them no. Smart. You're in class and, oh, give me some answers. I'll do this for you if you do my homework and all this kind of stuff. If you smart, they gonna already just be around you, pretend to be your friend. That's not just for males, that's females too. People will pretend to be your friend just because you smart so they can get some answers. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. If you constantly giving people your answers and helping them, don't do it. Look, your GPA could be right here, and you're doing good, and you keep giving other people your answers, their GPA is going to be up here because you boosted them up to come up here, where you are trying to be. Don't do that. Something to think about, though, isn't it? That's not just for freshmen, that's for anybody. So you won't think I'm taking sides. It's time to talk to my freshman boys. Yes, my freshman boy. Don't get me wrong, it's not only females that have to go through these things that I'm talking about. Males go through them too, just like we do, honey. So I'm gonna tell you, males, freshman males, what you need for people to manipulate you and use you. Two things that you need is to be talented and have popularity. If you have those two, girls will try to use the heck out of you. Girls have this thing to where you gotta do this for me. Like, no. Speaking as a freshman boy, quote unquote, I'm the one that's doing well. And what I mean by talented, I mean you're on the football team, you're on the basketball team, you run track, you play baseball, all this type of stuff. Females look at that, and not all females are bad and not all females are good. So that's why you have to look at that and determine who is whose personality is true, who is telling you something that you really need to know. It falls right under popularity, because when you're on the football team, let's say you're the #1 football player, you're popular automatically. You don't have to do a thing. All you have to do is just keep throwing that ball, whatever you have to do, keep winning those games. Everyone's gonna verbally praise you, and you're already popular whether you know it or not. And people look at that, not only girls but boys, they want to be your friend too. And you have to remember that you have to think about your self-dignity and your self-respect, you know. So keep that in mind, freshman boys, because it's going to last from your 9th grade, your 10th grade, your 11th grade, and 12th grade, even in college. Because if you plan on doing those things in college, you have to realize that people will do the same thing, not only in high school, but they'll do it in life in general. Last but not least, the most important part about being a freshman, oh my God, drum roll please, education. So much when I was in 8th grade going into the 9th grade. Take your hardest classes first. Like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna chill my 9th grade year because I've done so much work in 8th grade. But see, you have to listen to those people. They're telling you nothing but the truth. When you take all your hardest classes that 9th grade year, when you get in 12th grade will be a breeze. And you can count it. It's not like taking a full break, but you won't have to work as hard if you do all your hard work. You know that quote, work now, play later? Yeah, that applies to you freshmen, and not just freshmen, to anybody rather, because if you work hard right now in school, not just as a freshman, but if you work hard in school, speaking of college, all this type of stuff, when you grow up and you retire, you will have the time of your life. #1 thing about education, stay focused. I know it's tempting to go to every single event that's going on at school. When I mean events, I mean parties, I mean basketball games, football games. If you want to go to all these things, you want to be a part of everything as well too. You got to think about that. You got to have the grades to be in these things. Like, say for example, I'm in the marching band, and you have to have a certain GPA and a certain amount of grades, as well as a certain amount of a certain grade point average. When I mean GPA, you have to have that certain thing to be in the band. And that's not just for band, that's for any extracurricular activity. You have to maintain those maintaining those good grades. You got to stay focused, especially freshmen, because not only just freshmen, everyone needs to stay focused, you know what I'm saying? But it's harder on the freshman because you having all your hardest classes that year, and you're just now getting into high school. You want to do everything while you can because you feel like time is running out. And that's the #1 thing, not just freshmen, but people that's in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, they get that mixed up. Like, time is running out now, especially seniors. They want to do anything and everything, and I'm not saying it's wrong or not, but there's a time to play. There's a time to have fun, and there's a time to work too. And that's mainly your whole high school So that's simply what I wanted to do on this video, is to talk to the freshmen. I want to talk to the 8th graders that's going into 9th grade, because I feel that if I had this video, if I had this much wisdom and knowledge of what to do, I would have done a whole lot better last year. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it helped everybody that watched it. I am so excited about being back on my YouTube channel. It took a year for me to come back, but I think I've accomplished something, because I feel that I've done a whole lot better on this video than I did on my last one. So thanks so much for watching. Remember to like it. Even if you don't like it, subscribe to my channel, and I love you guys very much, and I will be back soon with more videos. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.